Good morning. Welcome to day 122, June 19th. It's about 6:45 and I just left the shelter. Good thing I stayed in the shelter because we got some heavy rain last night and I stayed inside and stayed dry. So I'm packing a dry tent. Got wet clothes though because I sweated so much yesterday that my clothes are just soaked. It didn't matter that it rained because I was already wet. I'll tell you, the worst part of the morning, as you probably know, is putting on your wet hiking clothes. I did have a clean, dry pair of underwear that I slept in. I just kept those on. But my shorts are soaked, so I don't know, maybe it'll be dry enough today where it might dry out a little bit, but I don't think it's supposed to be as hot as it was today. I haven't seen the forecast personally, but somebody said it's supposed to be in the 70s today. So that'll be much nicer than high 80s and high humidity yesterday. I tell you, I thought the Northeast was cool in the summer, especially way up here in Vermont. All right, I got 5 miles to go to the Connecticut River where I cross into New Hampshire. That'll be exciting. Another state down. All right, I'm going to have to go up a hill here. So until next segment, this is Reboot, heading north. This is Norwich, Vermont, and we stopped here at Dan and Witt's General Store. Really nice little store with a large selection. The rest of my group's doing a resupply here. I'm not doing any resupply because I have a box waiting at the Hanover Post Office that Mrs. Reboot put some bars in, so I'm going to have to inventory that and inventory what I have left over. And there's a grocery store on the way out of Hanover, and I will resupply there. But talk about a friendly place. When we came out of the woods onto the road, got some trail magic with a cooler full of drinks, and then we went like another 100 yards. There was another cooler that had watermelon and banana bread in it, and then we came down another 2/10 of a mile. There was a picnic table with another box in it. We didn't even go over there. And then we came here, and guy behind the deli counter asked Pritch if we were through hikers. He said yes, and he went back and got some day-old sandwiches and several containers of macaroni and cheese that they can't sell because it's a day old, and gave it to us. So without spending any money, I'm almost full here before we even get into Hanover. So great place. Getting ready to cross the Connecticut River into New Hampshire. That's Pritch in front, Bones right behind. Getting ready to leave Vermont. I really like Vermont. Beautiful state. Again, I think Stratton Pond is one of the most beautiful places I've seen on the trail. The shelters and the privies, they could use some work. The trail was pretty well maintained. The weather was great except for yesterday. So one day out of 8, well, not counting my 0, I have no complaints about the weather. But a beautiful state, very friendly people, very hiker friendly. If somebody said pick a state in New England you want to move to, if you had to move there, Vermont would be at the top of my list. Upriver, downriver.
We're leaving the beautiful state of Vermont.
Here it is.
Try to get close enough.
12 states down, 2 to go.
Think about it. It's in there.
This is the view from the south peak of Moose Mountain.
Bug? Yeah. Okay. Here you go.
Thanks, Tom.
No worries.
This is going to be the wrap-up video for day 122. I am at Moose Mountain Shelter. We've decided to tent tonight. And it's not supposed to rain. It's a little breezy and it's gotten cooler. You can see that I have my bug jacket on, so the mosquitoes are flying around. The breeze is keeping them down somewhat, but had a good day today. We only did 16 miles, went through Hanover, and we had some lunch at a local place there. And of course I had a cheeseburger and fries. And then we hiked out of town, and Mrs. Reboot had sent me a box to the post office that had my mid-weight layer thermals that I need for the whites, and also had enough bars in there to get me to Glencliff, which is going to be the next place we're going to stop. So everything's good here. Hope everyone's doing well, and as always, it's all good in the woods. And you can see I have my bud